So tonight we are going to talk about 4 simple ways to begin to silence your inner shit talker. Our inner shit talker is that voice in our head that follows us around all day long, telling us that we're not good enough, not capable of doing something, or causes us to just constantly worry about things that may or probably may not happen in the future. This voice in our head can be super destructive, especially if we don't really know exactly what it is that's going on in our head. So, in 4 ways to begin to silence your inner shit talker, step number 1 is going to be get to know that bitch. That means that for a couple days, a week, however long you choose to do it, you're going to take a piece of paper, and I really mean a piece of paper. You need to write this stuff down because trying to work it all out in your head, it's not going to help. Take a piece of paper, and throughout the day, when you feel yourself feeling anxious, nervous, take inventory for a moment and ask yourself what your thoughts are and just write them down. If you notice that you're having a lot of negative thoughts and things are coming your way and hitting you all at once, write them down. Right now, you are not going to do anything with these thoughts. All you're really doing is getting to know what's going on in your head. We're going to deal with all of those negative thoughts next. But first, you want to take inventory. So I'm going to take you guys through a little bit of what I've been doing for myself. Recently, I have been diagnosed with ADHD, and it's something that was really eye-opening for me in realizing how much it's affected my life. But in that diagnosis, it's also got that inner shit talker in my head really going. So I'm hearing things like, I'm never going to get my life together. I'm too difficult and unworthy of love. I'm broken. Things like that. These are the kind of things that come into my head. I'm going to write down. I'm going to get to know what's going on there inside my head, and I'm going to put them aside for later. Step 2, now we're going to take a closer look at those thoughts. So whatever time period it was that you decided I'm going to evaluate my thoughts from this time, write everything down, you're going to take that time. When it's over, you're coming back to your thoughts. This is where you're going to really get to know them. Start asking yourself, how does this make me feel when I think this way? What ways do I behave because I'm thinking this way? All of these things, again, you want to write this stuff down. Not easy to get all of it out and work these things out inside your head. So you want to get a piece of paper and you really want to write these down. How is this making me feel? How is this making me behave? What am I doing because I'm having these thoughts? Which way am I responding to this inner shit talker that's ruining my day? So for example, for me, when I hear all of this negative thinking in my head, it makes me feel shitty. It makes me feel depressed. It makes me feel insecure, frustrated. And in terms of behaviors, I usually end up responding by shutting down, by withdrawing, and often by abandoning tasks that seem like they're a little bit too difficult for me to do. What you're doing in this step is you're bringing an even greater awareness to how this negative thinking is impacting your feelings, your behavior, and everything else that you're doing with your life. So here you really want to dig in deep and you really want to ask yourself, how am I responding to each of these things? How do they make me feel? And then we're going to get to step 3 is, how would I rather feel? How would I rather respond? So here, we're going to write down what we would rather be feeling. It doesn't mean that you are feeling it right now. We're just asking, how would I rather feel? How would I rather respond in this situation? So for me, I would rather feel confident and stable. I'd rather feel happy and hopeful for the future. I'd rather respond to difficult things by pushing forward instead of shutting down. I'd rather feel capable of doing new things and being able to complete them. So what you want to do here is you're going to take all of this that these thoughts make you feel, all of the things that you do to respond to this negative thinking, and you're just asking yourself, how would I rather respond? How would I rather feel? It's okay if it feels impossible to get yourself to that point where you actually feel confident, stable, happy, capable of doing new things, and that's okay. Right now, you are just asking yourself, how would I rather feel? How would I rather respond in this situation? And then step 4 is going to be to start using progressive language. Here's the thing. It's not always easy to overcome our negative thoughts. So if I'm feeling like I am not capable of completing a task, if I just say to myself, I've got this, and I don't believe that I've got this, my mind's gonna call bullshit on me and I'm not gonna have this. So we need to come up with a way where we can actually make ourselves feel a little bit better about where we're at, but also put a little bit of a positive spin on it that we are going in the right direction. The reason that I called this video 4 ways to begin silencing your inner shit talker is because progressive language is such a great place to start. When we use progressive language, we're basically saying, I know I'm not where I want to be, but I'm on my way there. It's giving us permission to be okay that we are not exactly where we want to be in life, and also being okay with where we are, but knowing that we're taking the steps to move forward. So the idea here is we're creating affirmations that are a little bit easier for us to believe and a lot harder for our inner shit talker to call us out on and say, you're a liar. So, for example, for me, I can't just say, I can overcome anything that comes in my way, because my inner critic's gonna say, bullshit, you don't believe that. However, I can say something like, I'm developing new skills to learn to overcome obstacles. I am learning to feel more confident and secure in who I am. I'm working on feeling more capable of taking on new tasks. When reframing our thinking in this way, we take ourselves from a fixed mindset where we're kind of just stuck where we are and it feels hopeless, to a growth-based mindset where we can see that there is a possibility to get from where we are to where we want to be. Progressive language is a lot more believable when we're battling our inner shit talker. It's a little bit more neutral, but it also has a forward type mindset, and it's a way to keep us going without feeling like we're lying to ourselves. So rather than saying, I've got this, if you don't feel like you've got this, and then having your brain call bullshit on you and having to battle with that, instead, you're just telling yourself, I'm working on getting this. I am developing the skills I need to overcome this. I am learning to be more confident in myself. Reframing your thinking in this way makes it more believable and easier to move forward because you don't feel like you're lying to yourself. You're telling yourself, I know where I'm at, but I also know where I want to be, and I'm doing the work to get to where I want to be. And when you're doing that, it's a little bit harder for your brain to call bullshit on you because you're not lying to yourself. You're not hyping yourself up and telling yourself something that you don't believe, but you're also not tearing yourself down and making yourself feel like shit. So if you find yourself battling with that inner shit talker every day and you find yourself just feeling depressed, feeling insecure, feeling incapable, then I just highly recommend starting here with using progressive language. Start off by taking inventory of your thoughts, write everything down, pour it out on paper. It'll probably make you feel like shit. That's okay. We're working on that. Once you really focus in and you recognize how these thoughts are affecting your life, then you can go in and ask yourself, how would I rather feel? How would I rather respond? And then take those things and use that progressive language to give yourself an affirmation that you can actually believe. Let yourself know, I'm on my way to feeling more confident. I'm beginning to learn how to overcome these obstacles. Things like that have really helped me when I feel like I am just not capable of doing things. I don't have to lie to myself, but I also don't have to talk shit to myself and make myself feel like I'm unworthy. And you don't have to either. So I hope this helps.